Hey, what's up, people? I am Play here, getting ready to do a follow-up video of our last video there, of our Pit 105 and Pit 110 attempt. Been working hard here on the Paladin, trying to get my damage up, my defense up for these 110 and beyond. And I got lucky. Belial dropped me a 4-star hammer here, which I sanctify, and I got this crowd control, well, and me are unstoppable. I wasn't sure how much crowd control my build was doing, so I decided to take off Arbiter of Justice off my bar. Like I mentioned in the video before, I didn't think I needed it on my bar, and I'm gonna run Condemn here. Condemn is good, like that's what I was talking about in the last video too, is I would like something to pull the mobs in for pits. This is what Condemn does. It pulls the mob to you and actually drags them to you. Not make it just doesn't pull them, like make them come to you, like it'll actually drag them to you with this passive here. If you choose this one, builds up mark all enemies and drags them to your location, which is pretty cool because we are evading a lot, so we're like moving around, you know. So this way the mobs are like pulled to us, like we don't have to stay stationary. So this is actually a good upgrade to this Condemn here. And what else? Yeah, I got a nice hammer, and I made some new boots. I took movement speed off of my boots. I got some boots here with movement speed. I made some new boots. I got lots of fate per second there on these boots, so I don't need them on my pants anymore. So I made new pants as well, like more defensive pants. My old pants, they didn't have potions. They had, what were they? Yeah, fate per second, yeah. So instead of fate per second here, I went for potion. There's really not much else to choose, like at the enchant occultist here. Like there's not too many options to choose. You can choose like basic skills, but I don't use basic skills, so potion is good. In the pits, you know, more potion the better. And I also made myself a pair of gloves with life on hit. I talked about that too, where I had this mace that I was using for a life on hit from the sanctification, but once I found this mace from Belial there yesterday, I didn't want to have to take it off. I like it too much. So I made some gloves instead. I lose some strength here. That's the only gloves I had. Ideally, I would like to have strength here, life on hit, crit strike chance, and bless hammer. Like, I would forego the life. Like, we have 12,000 life, so I'd be okay with 11,000 life, you know, and just have more strength, because strength is our main stat, right? Increase our damage and our armor. And what else? Oh, yeah. And I also changed my Ring of Starless Sky. I got a secondary power here. Skill deal up to 21%. Increased damage based on your available primary resource. Receiving the maximum benefit while you have full primary resource. Like, we're not always full, but like we're like, you know, very close. Like we're like maybe this much. So I'm probably getting like 20 increased damage from this ring. It's only 1 GA, but I did put the crit chances on. I did a little bit of research, and attack speed is not needed, they say, for the hammer build. because you don't get more hammers with more attack speed. It's the same amount of hammers. And yes, it's a little slow to get your hammers going and whatnot, but like, it's not worth it. You're better off having crit chance. And when we move and evade, we do get some crit chance. Bending Fate here gives us some crit chance, right? 4 times, so we get like 10% crit chance here. And then we also have some passives. Put our things on here just to show you guys. As you can see, my crit chance is up now to 74%. And I don't have my potions on, so I put my potions on. So we're in Arbiter form here. And then we just evade, which we're doing all the time. Hard to do. I don't see what I'm doing. Just trying to show you the numbers here. Yeah, 77 it looks like. But we also have some other passives in the tree, so we're probably in the 80s if you count it all up here. That's the Rite of Vengeance. Here you get 24 increased critical strike damage. That's not crit chance though. This one, while you're healthy. This one, Break the Line, 8 increase. Thought there was another one. But anyway, we're pretty close to 80. Like, you want like 86 or 87, I think, is like the soft cap. Like, yes, you would like 100% crit chance, but it's not like set in stone. 86 or 87% crit chance is good. But anyway, that's the best we can do for now. Unless we get some better items. But yeah, we're using this Starless Sky now. And my shield's the same and everything. Yeah, that didn't change. Just the boot, the hammer, pants, gloves, and Starless Sky. Other than that, I played a little bit on my Paragon tree. There was some physical node that I had grabbed. And I did some research online, and like, you basically don't do physical damage with this build. It's all holy damage and whatnot. I did keep this one, because it's got crowd control damage, and now that we have this condemn, we're doing crowd control for sure. So I kept this one, but I removed another one, and I padded from here to here to grab this node here, 40 damage, and damage to crowd control again. But that's the only thing I changed on the tree, basically. Everything stayed the same. I just went over it and tried to optimize some padding and stuff. Yeah. A little different than the Makuna tree. Like, I always like, you know, go for a guide, because I'm a noob in the beginning, and then I branch off and do my own thing, make some bad choices and mistake and fuck up the whole build. But nah, after a while I kind of go on my own. That's what I've been doing there with my tree. So anyway, that's a little review, or how should you call it? Preview of the last episode there. I'm gonna try pit 110 now. Oh yeah, and I did change this rune word to increase my damage. This is helping a lot. I tried all kinds of different runes here. I haven't tried this one. This one is probably pretty good. But I did try this to execute. It's nice, but it doesn't work like on elites. And the elites are the tough one to crack. So, not going to use that one. I could maybe use this because it's always damage instead of the overpower here. And the barrier, I don't need it. With the life on hit, I think my survivability is pretty good. So anyway, here we go, 110. I did do one, so I know I can do it. Hopefully I'll be able to do this to show you guys here. I did a few of them to see if I was successful in my changes in the build. Also, one of my friends was telling me that I jump around too much. That I should spend more time on the ground. So I tried to fix my gameplay a little bit. Be less of a button masher here. Still use your fallen star to move around, of course, but don't have to cast it all the time. And as you can see, like I'm not getting this overpowered all the time, but when I do, it's a nice big juicy hit, and that's what I want, some increased damage from the build. Got to make sure you keep pressing your condemn so you don't lose your stacks, right? Because you're stacking some stuff, right? All the stuff is stacked. And since you don't have Arbiter of Justice on your bar anymore, like if you lose your Arbiter of Justice, like you become human again, you lose your stacks and you have to bring them back up, right? So we gotta keep casting your condemn every time it's up, and it'll keep it up for you. Like before, I was like jumping all over the place, like my friend said, with the fallen star. That was my way of assuring that I wouldn't lose my stacks. But also, I was not hitting enough hammers. I didn't have my full amount of hammers out all the time, so I was like gimping my damage, I think, from jumping a little too much also. Try to make a pile here. Always try to make a pile. And now that we have this condemn, it works pretty good to drag him to us, you know. You want this for pit builds, you know. You want some kind of a pull, like last season and leagues before. We used Vortex from the Spiritborn for the rune word. A lot of people use Vortex, you know. But we have the luxury of having this condemn here as a paladin, so we'll put it to good use. This is a good map, actually. Well, I like it anyway. Yeah, like you can see that the rune word is not consistent, you know. But it happens fairly often enough. I'm not sure if this generator I put in there, the store offering, is the best. I haven't tested enough, you know. Just made a... I was excited about trying these 110s with my new upgrades from my gear there. From yesterday and today I made some gloves and whatnot. I fucked up a pair of gloves. Be very mindful when you're doing these sanctification. It's easy when you're just doing like unique stuff and mythical stuff, because all you have to do is masterwork your stuff at the blacksmith and then go sanctify. But if you're doing a legendary item, you have to remember to temper it, put the aspect on, and masterwork it. Yesterday I fucked up a pair of gloves, some good gloves, better than the ones I have here, because I forgot to temper them. And this morning I fucked up another nice pair of gloves. I remembered to temper them, but then I forgot to masterwork them. So yeah, I fucked up two nice pairs of gloves. The ones I fucked up this morning were very nice. They were a 3GA crit chance, crit damage. And I was gonna turn them into my my pit gloves, like I did here with these ones. And they were nicer than these gloves, so I was a little bit bummed out, but I got lucky though when I did the sanctification on these lesser gloves. The sanctification gave me a greater affix, so they made my glove into 4 GAs or whatnot, or 3 GAs, so it worked out alright. I got lucky in my stupidness, I guess. Where we going here? Make a pile again. Some mobs. Did you see how I grabbed these mobs and dragged them with me as I was jumping away with my fallen star? With this condemn? That's fucking pretty awesome. I think the barb has a skill like that, like a pull skill that actually grabs the mob and brings them to him. But other class have pull skills, but they're just like a taunt, right? They just make the mobs come to you. This grab from the condemn is pretty freaking awesome. Especially for this build, because you're like moving all over the place, evading, you know. So you want this. And my rule of thumb is, when I'm doing these pits, is if I can finish with like 10 minutes, then I know I can push another 5 pits or so, but we're definitely not gonna push 5 more pits from 110. Like we're barely doing the 110 here. It's a tight battle. If we die, we're pretty much fucked, because it takes a while to kill Belial, because he's moving all over the place, and there's this poison, and yeah. I guess we'll try the next map, although I like this map. And you gotta remember to always like cast your fallen star and stuff when you're jumping the zones like this, so you don't lose your buffs. So even when you're not attacking, you gotta keep doing your thing, keep your buffs up. Because again, we don't have Arbiter on our bar, so it's a hard-working build. I know some people play on controller and they can just hold a button. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard, so makes it a little bit difficult to do that. I think some people are using numlock So maybe I'm gonna look into that. See if I can numlock some of my stuff. Like the Bless Hammer is the only one I would like to numlock. Everything else I'll do myself. It's just that if you press the button, like when people are playing on controller, they're still casting like hammers as they're evading and stuff. And I don't, right? But as you can see with the life on hit here, our survivability is way better. God, it's so annoying. I like these overpowered crits here. Cranks up our damage a fair amount. So to me, although the guide recommends this hurt and bulk war, I think I'm better off with this damage node here. When you get hit with this poison spit, you have to drink potions. So you save your potions for that. Alright, I'm gonna stop jumping all over the place. Remind me of what my friend said. When you start to play a certain way, it's hard to change your play style after you've been doing it for a few days, you know? Oh, die already. I don't like this fight. I don't like how it's like zooming in, zooming out. It's very annoying. And it messes up your controls, kind of like everything gets like weird and janky. Yeah, success. We had a few minutes left there, but definitely not enough to push to 115. So we'll still need some work here on the build. Maybe it's just our playstyle as well that needs some adjusting, but also I've been leveling a few glyphs here. This one here, Resplendence, it reduce your cooldowns. So then you could cast everything more often. I was thinking like we have this exploit here for vulnerable damage. Yeah. And it makes enemy vulnerable, but like we said in the last episode, we do have some stuff that make the mobs vulnerable, right? I think is it this? I don't remember where it is. Yeah, Wing Strike applies vulnerable. When we're doing our jumps and whatnot, and we're in Arbiter form, we are doing some vulnerable on our own here, I believe. So I was thinking maybe I could get rid of this exploit and run something else. So I've been leveling a few nodes here, or just like this Arbiter here. Might be good. Or this Resplendence. Also use this in other leagues, but one of my clanmates said that they fixed this. Like this was broken or something. It was like an exploit last season or whatever, people were doing an exploit with this, and season power last season, you could like keep your potions like below maximum and you would get damage, and then you would stack it with this. Like it might still work though, but anyway, I'm more thinking maybe I try this Resplendence or the Arbiter. Yeah, that's my little follow-up video. And like I said, I didn't change nothing really. Well, I did change. I had points here in Arbiter of Justice for the cooldown and everything, but as you can see, like cooldown is 51 seconds and my duration is 54 seconds, but I'm not casting it anymore. I don't have it on my bar anymore. So I took the points out of it. I just kept the passive, right? Because we still transform, right? With the Fallen Star and the Condemn here. Condemn is a disciple skill, just like Fallen Star, and we're running the disciple ult, right? And when you cast a disciple skill with a cooldown, it gives you Arbiter for 4.5 seconds. That's how we're keeping in angel form, Arbiter form, I should say. Yeah. Divine Lands cooldown, not.
What's left, you ask?
Yeah, so I took these points out of here to come and get this Condemn passive here to pull. And then I had one more point. What did I do with it? Ah, yeah. I took High Charity here with the point left that I had. Gives us a little bit more cooldown reduction. So that's what I did there. Other than that, the tree hasn't changed. I just remove Arbiter from the bar, put Condemn there. Everything stayed the same. It's the same thing. Didn't change much. I did change this part here. So now, like I had these damage node, I took these 10 damage. I removed them to get to this node here.
More loyal friends you'll not find.
Get more damage from this for now. I will get these now that I've done that. And remove those physical nodes in a few spots. Go all holy damage. Oh, we left something there. What the hell? We don't usually get loot from pit. Must be from prior run or something. But yeah, that's my gear. I do have a lot of choice as far as mythic goes. Like I've sanctified a shit ton of things. It's the season of mythics. I must have found like 150 mythics by now with these mythical prankster and everything. And it's worth it to just, it doesn't matter if it's only like a 1 GA, right? Like the sanctification can make it better than a 3 GA. Like before I was using this ring, right? The 3 GA here. But with this sanctification here with the increased damage on primary resource, I think this is a better ring. And I did do my research, and attack speed is not like something you should worry about for this build, they say. So I went with this for now. Also, another thing that I checked, I played around with it. Once you get to 38 here, like right now I'm at 36. It's not my actual gear. This is just like my pit gear. If I put this, my gloves on here, that brings me to hammer of 37. And 38 is the break off. After 38 skills into your bless hammer or core skills, you're not getting nothing from it. And I can prove it to you guys. As you can see here, it says bless hammer orbits around you, deals 298,000, right? I can do the 38. Let's see, 7, 7, 6. So we want a pair of gloves with 7 here. Right? Put these 7 gloves on. 7 to bless hammer. Still showing me some damage here. Bless hammer, 296,000, right? But now if I go higher than this, yeah, change the star of the sky here. The one with higher core skill, like the one we were using. I could do it at 39 there, but it's just to show you, like at 40 here, it's actually 38 is actually the break point. I just have to fuck around, move too many items to do it. But here you can see that the bless hammer follows, dealing you 0% damage, right? So your breaking point is at 38. You do not need more than 38 core skills. So that's why I was able to play a little bit and change some stuff around here and put this Starless Sky on, because it's only 3 core skills compared to my 5 before, but I didn't need those 5. I was okay with the 3 here. So something to keep in mind when you're building your gear for your character, that you don't need to have +7 core skill everywhere on your hammer and mace and gloves and rings. You can get around with only 3 on your Starless Sky, and you're only at 37. You'll see, but remember that we have this here that gives us +1 to all skills for 10 seconds. So when we are like in fighting whatever, not in town, right, this rune word gives us the 38, the final point we need to be at max bless hammer ranks, right? So that's another thing I did, basically start fine-tuning the build, right? And yeah, my gear's pretty good, I think. For a character that's only 5 days old, I only played like 5 days now, or 6 days. I've been lucky, found this. My friend gave me this. The gloves, the pants, everything it's all stuff I found. I don't buy item. I'm too poor. I sold a couple of items the last few days there. Got a couple of items I might try to sell here as well. This I'm holding on to because I want to try it. I'm waiting to get like a good Banish Lord, like a 2G or something. I don't want to break this one. Like, I don't want to lock it to my character in case I want to sell it or give it to a clanmate. But I want to try it. Because as you can see, just with this rune here, it upped our damage enough, you know. And I was looking at this, these passives here: heavyweight, best offense, and on guard. Yes, it's good. The on guard is very good actually, because it gives you a shit ton of armor, right? So let's say we have 94,000 right now. This is not. It's higher than that when we're in battle, like not in town, because of our defiance, right? Defiance gives you armor and resistance. But anyway, just show you like 94,000 armor. If I take this off, 85,000. So I lose like 10,000 armor there, and that's a big deal. So I'm not sure that the Banish Lord Talisman would beat that much armor, because we're stacking armor for our castle mode, right? Here. Show you guys like the difference, like when we're in battle and whatnot. The difference in numbers. See, now we're at 140,000 armor, and we're not fully buffed here, right? Like we probably get more than that once we are rolling and we got all our stacks and everything, you know. So I'm not sure that the Banished Lord Talisman is gonna make that big of a difference, but it could, because the Banished Lord Talisman is very powerful. Like, not only does it make you overpower every time, it also makes your overpower do more damage, right? So it's something to test, right? I'm gonna test it, because right now that's where I'm at. I'm at 110 pit. I don't think I can do 115. I could probably do 111, 112 right now, maybe, if I get a good run. Because I had a little bit of time left, maybe 113, but I don't think I can hit 115. And I like to jump in fives, so I'm going to try figuring this out. But yeah, this is a good Banished Lord Talisman here. But the other thing that I think why it's not going to work is that it requires you to spend too many primary resource, you know, to overpower. Like, we don't use that much resources for this build. This hammer is only 10, you know. Irons cost 25. Okay, well, maybe. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to try testing that out. I'm going to try to figure out some way to increase our damage even more. I think our survivability is pretty good. Like, I done a bit of pit with some clanmates and stuff, like, and you see, like, I've done the tier 115 before. Oh, the toughness is okay, I think. It's just the damage that we have to work on. But anyway, that's it for this video. Comment, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. If you didn't like it, you can leave a dislike. Leave a negative comment, positive comment. Give me some tip, give me some pointers. Tell me I suck, it doesn't matter, anything. Just interact with my noob channel. Will help me grow my noob channel. Become the biggest noob channel on YouTube one day. Yeah, but anyway, I'm being silly. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe we'll catch you on the next one. Take care, have fun.